Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Christopher Terrence Jones. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a fabulous day, month, week, year, all that stuff. Oh, my God. You guys, you know what to do right now. Share this video. Don't keep it to yourself. Share, share, share. Hit that bell up there so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Like, comment, and all of that good stuff. So, let's just jump right on in. I was debating on this because I just couldn't believe that it was so soon that I was having to talk about the same person. So, Overseer Jameliah Gooden, Pastor Jameliah Gooden, First Lady Jameliah Gooden. Oh my God. So let's get the backstory. So if you go back a couple of videos ago, I did a video about her being at a church and she basically cursed the musician, which was a kid. She went off on the kid. He was not her musician. He was not paid by her. He was not paid to come to play for her. He was the musician that was paid at the church where she was a guest speaker. So, y'all know that went ugly. She cursed the young kid. This was a kid. So it's not an adult we're talking about. She cursed him. She placed a curse. That's what witches do. Now, I don't even think that was like 2-3 weeks ago. I don't even think we made it that far. And she got all into basically saying, you don't even know who I am. And self just takes over, y'all. It takes over. Well, she's in the news again. She has went viral again. This time, you guys, there was a woman, prophetess Natasha Davis, who has remained silent. Not a word has been said by her. Not a word has been said by her during this entire ordeal. So allegedly, she had a word for Jameliah's pastor, First Lady Jameliah Gooden, for her husband. Well, that didn't sit well with the First Lady, who took to, I don't know if it was their morning service, but she took to the pulpit. The pulpit. And the picture that you guys see, because I'm going to use that as the backdrop, with the big PayPal thing where they want you to send your money. Your money. Right there in front of that. And she took to the pulpit and went into I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what would be the best word to describe her actions at that moment. Because I really forgot I was watching a church service. So I'm clueless at what I could call it. Because what I saw was not a pastor, not a prophetess, not a teacher, not a leader, not anything related to church person speaking from, and I'm going to use her words later on. We're going to talk about that, from the sacred desk. Those are her words. She goes on to say, you had a word for my husband and you should have had a word for us. And I'm telling y'all, this is alleged. All of this is alleged because, like I say, prophetess Natasha Davis has not said a word. Not a word. While this woman went into this tirade. Whatever. I don't even know what to call it because there's no words for it. She began to say that she was going to meet her in the streets. And I'm going to get that ass, is what she said. And she said ass about 40 times. And she was so into herself that you don't see no God in anything of what she was saying. She went on to say, I guess I'm going to make Larry Reid again. But this time it's going to be for me whooping that ass. Pastor, First Lady, Overseer, Minister, Prophet, Teacher, whatever you are, I saw none of Christ in you. All I saw was an ignorant black woman acting a purdy ass and going viral for the second time. You are leading people. Where are you leading them? Because you need somebody to sit you down and have you go to the corner and tell you to shut the hell up. Because you can't lead nobody. The space that you're in is not sacred. It is not fertile ground. You are leading from dead grass. Dead grass. The ground is not saturated. It's dead. There's nothing there from you. Nothing. Nothing good is coming out of there. And this is where I'm telling you, there's no way I'm going to sit up in a church and the pastor, the first lady, or anybody does this kind of stuff that goes viral. I'm getting my Bible and I'm getting myself out of there, because the only place you're leading us to is hell. Because God ain't never told you if you so anointed, because in the other one she said, I'm an anointed woman, but I'm still going to whoop that ass. Huh? Make that make sense. Make it make damn sense, woman. And you didn't do that. All you did was act an ass. And you went on so much, I'm going to get that ass. I'm a Brooklyn woman, and I've been to jail. So where is the reform? Because if you've been to church, you've been to jail, you should be reformed. God should have done something new in your life. He should have changed you all the way around. Because see, I was all right for a half of a second, a millisecond, just a millisecond, because I understand that people use their positions and their titles to come after men of God because they want elevation. Where they're at is not always there. But this woman has not spoken. Prophetess Natasha Davis has not said a word. So all we know is allegedly she had a word for your husband. And if somebody had a word for your husband, why are you trying to fight him? Make it make damn sense, because it's not making damn sense. You went on and on and on and on and on. And tell me, why should anybody follow you? Why should anybody support the ministry? Because this also made your husband look bad. Because that was not the time, nor was it the place. There is a standard. And as a woman of God, there's a standard that you have to live up to. And sometimes you just got to know to shut your damn mouth. Yeah, if you catch her out in the streets and it really is what you're alluding to, because all you told us was that she had a word. You didn't say she tried to sleep with your husband. You didn't say she tried to come on to your husband. You didn't say any of that. You said she had a damn word. And isn't that what y'all do in church, give word? Because y'all that's what you did to the little boy over there in Atlanta. When you cursed him, you were trying to give word because he didn't know who you were. But now the whole world knows who you are. A hot ass mess. who needs to be set down. You are nothing but self. There's no God in anything that you have done. How do you expect people to come to Christ when you act worse than the people in the world? Why would I bring somebody trying to seek Christ and trying to have a relationship with him, and I bring them to sit up under the toxic mess that you just showed the whole world that what the church is about? And you made it no better when your ass had the big ass PayPal sign begging for money. That's what that PayPal sign is. It's begging for money. Give us money. Give us money. No, go get a job. I'm a pastor's kid. So don't tell me that my dad worked. That Mercedes that he drove, he worked for it. United Airlines. For many years, he retired from United Airlines. And I flew as a child before he even became a pastor. I flew on his benefits. So it wasn't that, the church did that, because the church didn't do that, baby. That's where you ministers get so confused, and you people who want to be a preacher, you 20 years old and you want to be a pastor to somebody. Because all you think is, church anniversary, pastor's appreciation, and the love offerings, and all of this, all y'all see is dollar signs. No, it's about leading people to Christ. And when they in the roughest parts of their life, how can you lead them when you so full of mess? You can't lead nobody because you're messy as hell. That's what we see, is you're messy as hell. Your ass needs to be sit down. I'm using your word. I'm going to keep using it because you used it so many times in that clip that we have watched. You was going to get that ass. You was going to get that ass. You're an ass embarrassment to the community of Christ. How are you bringing anybody into the church? You can't do that. So now, after this, y'all, she decided now, because I'm sure that phone, buzz, people was calling her because she said, I don't care. I'm going to say what I want. Well, now you had to come back with another apology, just like when you went and cursed that young man. Now you have another apology. That tells you should shut the hell up. That's what it tells you. Shut the hell up, sit your ass down somewhere, and you need to go seek counsel. You need to go seek therapy because something is wrong in that warped mind of yours that you feel that it's all right to call out someone who we ain't even seen her say anything. That's the real woman. That's the real woman of God, because she letting God fight her battles. Even if she did do something that was disrespectful to you as a wife, we don't know it. Because all you told us in that whole damn clip was you was going to get that ass and that she had a word. And I'm from Brooklyn. That's what you said. See, that's your words. I'm from Brooklyn. And I've been to jail. So you came with another damn apology. And I'm sorry that I did this behind the sacred desk. My actions as a leader were not right. What you saw was a wife. This is what you're saying. These are your words. What you saw was a wife. I know many first ladies. Many. I told you I'm a PK. So I grew up around first ladies. I'm also an armor bearer. I have traveled with some amazing preachers, and their wives have been there. So I've been around several first ladies, and not one of them has ever did anything that you've done. And trust me, I have seen some dirt. I've seen some dirt. I've seen some first ladies that I knew they were getting cheated on. They handled their stuff behind closed doors. They took care of their business. But you brought it here, and this is why you're giving this apology. And then you go on to say that I should not have spoken as a first lady behind the sacred desk. And before I took communion. How are you taking communion? See, I was always, I'm scared of God, you know. I'm scared. So I don't just go in there and take communion lightly. Just because they say we taking communion, I don't go in there and just take it because I know I've done some dirt. And yeah, I ask for forgiveness for what I do, but I know I've done some dirt. And if my mind is not lined up right, I'm not taking communion because I'm not playing with God. I'm scared of him. You obviously are not. Because you felt that it was all right to take the mic in his house, and act an ass, and act an ass, and act an ass. That's what you did. If you have to keep coming back and saying, I'm sorry, why are you doing the stuff? Because how many times you going to say sorry before you realize that you're wrong? And then you said it yourself. I was out of line. Yes, you were out of line. You were out of order. You were out of everything. And a real woman of God, here we go. Catch this. Catch T. Catch T. A real woman of God would have said, I'm sitting myself down and let God work through me because I have some issues and I cannot lead you from a broken place. How do I lead you when I'm broke inside? How do I lead you when I'm jacked up inside? Because if I lead you from a jacked up place, you're going to be jacked up just like me because the spirit of foolishness that's inside of me is going to jump off of me when I'm trying to minister to you. And you're going to get this spirit of foolishness. But no, we don't want to do that because we don't want to miss the offering. We don't want to miss our money. See, you have to stop going to church and just letting anybody lead you because they had a good word and it was a key word. And then it keyed a couple of times and it was good for you. And then when they started doing foolishness, you still accepted it. That's not going to get you into heaven, people. You will get more into heaven from watching one of these real pastors on the internet who really is preaching the word and breaking it down and living the life that they preach about and that they talk about, and their actions line up with the word. But we don't want to go to their church because they don't have a bunch of members. So we're not going to support them because we want to be at that church where the pastor is flashy, where the pastor is flying in all of these gospel artists and all of this is going on and the church is doing this. And oh, we have this first lady brunch and the pastor's anniversary and we do all of that. And you can go to hell sitting right there on the pew. Because the word that you're being given and fed is not getting you anywhere. Where does that word get you when it comes from a broken place? Because in a time of trouble, when you're going through, so let's just say, I'm going to break it down so y'all get it this way. So, this is an example. I just lost my mom. I just had some rough things happen at work. And then I go to my pastor because I need counseling, I need support. But my pastor can't counsel me or support me right now because they're viral on the damn internet for threatening to beat somebody up. Damn it, make that make sense. You don't have time to counsel me because you're viral for foolishness. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real in 2023. And I've said this before. COVID came and wiped out some of the biggest names in the world. From secular to church, to everything, to family members. We lost so many lives. Millions of people died. Why does the church look like this now after COVID? After COVID, why do we look like this? Why are we going viral? Because you threatening to get somebody's ass. That's what COVID told you? That's what you pulled out of COVID? See, for me, I got tomorrow ain't promised. And everybody that says they're your family member don't always mean you no good. And you don't have to put up with their shenanigans. You can love them from a distance and not be bothered with them. And you don't have to have them in your life. You do not have to sit up there and let them continue to bring you down time and time and time again, because their actions continue to show it and they never apologize. That's what COVID showed me, is that people dying daily. They were dying. Boom, 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 daily. Tomorrow was not promised. So don't stay in no toxic relationships that don't mean you no good. And what the hell did you get out of COVID? Because I don't see what you got out of COVID. Because all I see is foolishness. People, tomorrow is not promised. You got to do better. You're not living your life for anybody else. You're living your life for you, because it's only you going to be standing there on Judgment Day. It's only going to be you and God when he reads down what you've done. And if you've sat there and let somebody lead you from their broken place, you're being filled from brokenness. You're not being filled correctly. You can't fill me up when your glass is broke and got cracks and dents and scratches and all of this everywhere, and you're not right, and you're not trying to get right. Because let me tell you something. If she was seriously trying to get right, I told y'all, a real woman or man of God would have said, I'm going to sit myself down, because I went viral twice in less than a month over stupidity that came out of my mouth. So how do I lead you? That's what a real woman or a real man of God, that's what a prophetess, an apostle, a pastor, a teacher, a leader, that's what they would have done, is sit down. She couldn't even go hide. You couldn't even make it 6 months from the last time you went viral. And then you didn't care that you went viral, because you clearly said, I'm going to make Larry Reed again. That means you want to be in the blogs. You want us YouTubers to be talking about you. You want your name in there. Look, let your light be shown, because you're preaching the word of God and lives are being changed. Not because you in there acting an ass and it goes viral and gets millions of views for that. It don't work like that. Tomorrow is not promised. Ma'am, sir, get your life together. Don't let no pastor lead you to hell. Read the word. Know the word for yourself. Get a relationship with God. And I promise you, when you get a relationship with God, you will know his voice. And he will clearly tell you when something is wrong. If you're sitting up in the church and this was all right for you, you don't have a relationship with God. Because God is not the author of confusion. He is not the author of mess. He is not the author of drama. I'm out of here. It's your boy, Christopher Terrence Jones. And for those of you that are her members, and if you decide to say something, it's my opinion and it's my thoughts. And I'm a grown-ass man that would never, ever let anybody like her lead me. Because if I'm going to go to hell, it's going to be on my own account, baby. I'm going on my own account, not on somebody else's mess. Not on somebody else's mess. I'm out.